All right, y'all, we're here today. We're at Chase's, back on the 5K journey, road to 5,000. Now today, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I never fake it. The last 3 days, we've had some big losses, right? Mix of playing bad, running bad, you mix those up and you're just not thinking clearly. And I told you guys, when that happens, no one's immune to it. We all run bad. You gotta call your friends, and this morning, you know, obviously my session ended late last night and they actually have jobs and they're actually normal, so they were sleeping. And this morning they called, I was ignoring the calls. They know that's what I do when I'm in a mood. And they were like, bro, get up, go grind. You're gonna change your life from the couch? No. Couch and video games always fix things, but you're right. And so I'm here today to play. I feel fine. I know we gotta just book a win. Can't get it all back today. Try to book a small win and hopefully things go well. You know, I share that with you guys because I can't preach it to you guys and then I don't do it, right? So it's very important to have an inner circle that can, you know, snap you out of things when you're just in a downswing, right? So we're here at Chase's today. We're gonna go play some 1-3. Let's get back in the win column and see how it goes. Let's go.
All right, let's jump right into it. Starting things off, we look down at ace 10 of clubs. Over 2 limps, we make it 20. Buttons going to call, and Mr. Flash in the small blind calls. Now we call him Mr. Flash because he is slower than underwater and he slow rolls everyone. So flop comes 10, 8, 7, 2 hearts, 1 club. We like to check it back because it's a pretty wet board. Turn is the deuce of clubs, giving us the nut flush draw with top pair. Now Mr. Flash bets 50. Easy decision, we're just gonna call. No point of raising. Let's just get to the river, right? Button's gonna fold. Now the river card is the 6 of spades. Yuck. Now what feels like 99 minutes, Mr. Flash tank checks. We snap check back and show top pair, top kicker. He checks his hand to see if it changed, and it didn't. Alright, 26 hours for the first hand, but we got the win. Moving along, we look down at 5-4 of spades under the gun on a straddle. We open a 15. Now the table's playing very passive. No one's putting chips in except for me and the 1 seat. And we play a lot of games together, so I know he's action. And of course, right on cue, he raises us from the straddle to 50. We are going to call with 5-4 suited in position. Pretty easy decision. Flop is going to come deuce 3 queen rainbow, open ender, beautiful. He leads 40. We're getting a pretty good price here. He bets pretty small. We're just checking our stack, making sure we have what we think we have. Okay. And we're gonna put in the call. Now almost 200 in the middle, and we're going to a turn. Turn is the 5 of hearts. Now we're ahead of all of his ace kings, ace jacks, and all of his nonsense. He loads up and bets half pot, 90. Now, kind of small. This makes me think he really does have a lot of nonsense here, because if you have queens or aces or kings or ace queen, you bet him more than 90 on the turn. The board's getting pretty wet. There's hearts on the board. You know, you want to charge me for a draw. So I think the 90 here is what ace king, and he's just trying to say I really have it fold, right? So we're going to call the 90. Still in position. We got an open ender in second pair. We're not going anywhere. River is the 6 of hearts, bringing in the backdoor flush. But when he checks, I know he has no hearts. He's never checking a flush here. We have to do our best Leonardo DiCaprio impression before we stick the whole stack in. We take one more double look. Make sure we actually have the 4. We're not going senile. We go all in for 3 and change. And he snap folds. He does tell me later on he did have ace king, so it didn't matter. He wasn't calling anyway. But the session is actually off to a pretty good start, so let's keep it going. We look down at pocket queens. We're going to open to $10 and get 3 callers, which at Chasers might as well be heads up, right? If you get less than 3 callers, you hit the lottery. Just go home. Anyway, flop comes 10, 3, 5, 2 hearts. It checks to us, and we are going to bet 25. It does fold to Mr. Flash on the button, and he calls after 7 hours of thinking about it. Thank you. Here he comes. 6 dealers push through as the hand unfolds. And the turn is the 9 of diamonds. Changes absolutely nothing. If he has 10-9, God bless. We size up here a little bit and bet 75 because he's not folding a 10, he's not folding a draw, and we want to charge if he's drawing, right? And if he has a 10 and he's not going to fold, it makes sense to just put the money in, right? And then he folds after another 6 hours. Okay, so now we're 3 hands in and we've been here for 9 hours with him. I know, alright, I'll go easy on him. Alright, moving along. We have 5, 6 of diamonds. Now, before this hand unfolds, the table gets really short. Half the table leaves. It's like dinner time. People are going to work. People are coming from work, blah, blah, blah. Or they're going home to dinner with their family, right? So straddle's on. We make it 20. We get 2 calls. Me and the kid to my left, his name's Aggro, I think. Really nice kid. I met him that day, but we had a good conversation later on. We battle. Alright, so I'm behind in the hand. I'm sorry. Little story time. Anyway, flop comes 9-7-3. We have a double gutty. We bet 25. He calls small blind folds. Okay, sorry guys, I'm caught up now. Anyway, turn is the ace of hearts. Great bluff card for us. In case he has 5s or a weak 7 or 4s, 6s, we're probably going to get those to fold now, right? So we do size up here and bet almost pot. We bet $90. Now, look, he snap calls here, right? When he snap calls, I know he's on a draw. Because if he has an ace or 2 pair, a set, or anything with value, he might raise. He's going to at least think about it, right? Like, he's never just snap calling. That means he's on clubs or a straight draw, whatever it is. River being the queen of hearts, everything missed. Now, we can't put them all in case we're wrong, right? And we don't want to bet small and then he could blow us off the hand. I mean, we have 6 highs, so it wouldn't take much. But our goal is to check and then put them all in if he bets small enough. He's got about 450, so if he bets less than 200, I'm going to stick it in. If he bets, so we want him to bet like 160 right now, and then we'll go all in. And if he checks back, we're just going to lose. If he bets over 250, we're going to just fold, obviously. And he does size up, and he bets 115. Better than expected. Now, we wait a second, and then we raise to 350, and he snap folds. And he goes, show me the bluff, bro. Every hand we were in, he said, show me the bluff. So eventually, you know, he actually caught me bluffing. Whatever. But anyway, that worked, thankfully. And the game is actually playing much bigger as we are shorter, which is pretty funny. So the very next hand, he raises my straddle to 15. It folds around to us to ace-jack off. We're just going to call. There's no point of raising because he is seeing red. Now, this hand would have played a lot different if we didn't just bluff him and we know he's gunning for us, okay? Flop comes 4, king, 10, 2 clubs. We have a gut shot and the jack of clubs. He bets 20. Easy decision. Just going to call. Hopefully peel a queen or something. Turn is a king of hearts. We check and he snap checks back. Okay. River's the 4 of clubs. We check. Now, he bets pot. He bets 75. Ugh. Now, this is a 50-50 hand. He either has a king or he has nothing. A flush is never betting like this. A 10's never betting like this. I know he's dying to take my head off right now. And these are all things that are going through my mind right now. So I say to him, alright, it's 50-50. I'm going to gift wrap you this and put in a bow tie. And he has ace-king. Yeah, well, 50-50 when you're a mush like me, it's really like 99-0 because you never win. Alright, so moving along. We look down at 9-7 of clubs on the button. Middle position opens to 15. We are going to call, and the straddle is going to call. We're going 3 ways to a flop. Flop is going to come deuce 9-7. 2 diamonds. We got top 2, baby. It checks to us, and we are going to fire out 25. Aggro's calm because he's still trying to rip our head off. And I believe, yes, original razor also calls. So we're going 3 ways to a turn, almost 125 in the middle. And we get another blank card. Beautiful. We're going to bet 75. And they both fold before we can even get our imaginations going for a river. We do show the goods. And now the game is getting really good. Pro sits down in the 1 seat from Florida. We were just chatting. Me and him play some big hands coming up. So keep that in mind. But not this hand. We look down at king 9 of clubs in the big blind. Player opens to 15. 3 callers. We're going to call and defend. We're going 5 ways to a flop. Welcome to Chasers. Flops 4-9-8. Rainbow. Top pair back to a flush draw. Beautiful. Now he bets 20. And this player min clicks it to 45. So now in my head when it folds to us, He's got about 100 behind. I don't want to raise him because I don't want this kid who's under the gun, who has about like 350, to jam on me and I gotta fold. So we call the 45 because I think most of his hands are just middle and pairs who are thinking this guy has overcards and has nothing and he's trying to protect and get everyone else out, right? That was my thought process here. Turn is the deuce of clubs, giving us a flush draw. Now if he jams, we can easily call without hesitation. Although granted, even if we didn't turn a flush draw, we're still calling. But river's the ace of diamonds. It goes check, check. We just showed him we're happy to take it down. Whew! What a scary river card. That was not nice. Things are going our way. Now, me and that pro from Florida get some hands in. We are the small blind. We look down at ace 10 of clubs. He makes it 15. He's very aggressive. We raise to 50. Now, I kind of think, looking back, I should have went a little bigger, alright? But throughout these next few hands against him, he never folds to us anyway because he says we keep 3-betting him, which is kind of true. But anyway, he calls. There's 100 in the middle, and we're going to a flop, okay? Flop is going to come 4-4-9. 1 club, 2 spades. Ugh. Alright, but it's pretty good for us. I mean, he's going to fold almost 9 times out of 10 here. We bet pretty small. We bet about half pot. And he calls. Alright, so now he could still have anything here, right? You bet the flop, trying to get some better ace X's to fold. Now, the turn is a deuce of diamonds. We have to keep going with the story we're trying to tell him. Nothing changed on the turn, but I will get a lot of better aces to fold now with this barrel, okay? That's my thought process. He might even fold some 5s and 6s and 3s, those little pairs under 9s. We're going to bet 110. Now, if he calls here, we only have one move on the river, either jam or give up. So keep that in mind. Unless a spade comes, probably give up on a spade. He calls. River is the ace of hearts, giving us top pair. Now, there's $450 in the middle about. Now, my thought process is we want to get called, right? He doesn't have any naked aces here because he's not calling us down. So we bet 100 looking to get value from 7s, 10s, maybe jacks. Because everything else is going to fold. If we bet too big, he's going to fold. So we're targeting very weak pairs. He does make the call. We're good with top pair. And later on, I think he said he had 7s. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he said he had 7s. And, you know, the story checks out. Moving along. Ace 10 of spades. Ace 10 is like the hand of the day. Remember a couple of weeks ago when we got killed and ace 10 was the reason? Today, it's actually good to us. The Florida Pro opens in the cutoff to 15. Here we are 3-betting him again, so we know he's not folding. And I'm sorry, he made a 20 over 2 limps. Yeah, that's right, because it's 20 and he usually opens to 15. Makes sense. Now, this guy cold calls my 65, right? Young kid, so that kind of rang bells. And I said to the Florida Pro, I go, you're steaming, so I know why you're calling. But what could this kid have? And he goes, yeah, it's pretty accurate. So, it was a little fun jibber-jabber before the flop. Anyway, flop comes deuce, ace 7. We got 1 spade, top pair, and hearts again. It checks to us. There's over 200 in the middle. We're going to bet 100. Now, so half pot. This kid goes into tank. Now, if he raises, we're snap folding. We're never good. It'd be very tricky. But, like, when he cold calls, it's a lot of, like, 10s and jacks, like, weird hands. And they both fold. So, we'll happily take this one. Now, this hand, right? This hand can be used for studying for years to come. Because I play it so bad. You can look at this hand and say, don't ever play it like this. Whatever you do, do the opposite. Alright? So when you're showing this to somebody, say, hey, you think you played a hand bad? Watch this hand, it's worse. Alright, we open to 10 under the gun. Kid min clicks to 25, and we are going to call. Flop comes 7-4 jack rainbow. We have a gut shot. We check, and he bets 25. I should just fold here. Why am I calling? But we can't help ourselves, we call, because we're idiots. The turn is the 9. Now, if we thought we were ahead on the flop, well, we were never ahead, but if we think he has nonsense, we're never really gonna fold, right? And now, he bets a nagging 40. Like, he just bets so small that my brain won't let me fold. So when I can't fold, I call, right? And now the river is the 3 of diamonds. We check. He goes all in. He's got $100 exactly, right? And now, this is where my stomach gets me in trouble because the whole hand makes no sense to me. Like, he's min-clicking pre, he's betting really small, he's betting really small. Like, players don't usually do this with aces or kings or anything that's really hands they should have pre-flop. So we call, and he has a set of nines. Just, yeah, why am I surprised? He has a set of nines, Tone. Ugh, remember, that is the worst hand to ever be filmed in history, okay? Let's not even talk about it ever again. And let's move along. Florida Pro. Alright, so this hand, I'm a low limp, hijack opens to 10, small blind pro makes it 40. We 4-bet to 125. Now this guy tanks. The hijack tanks, then he folds. Now we know the Florida Pro, even though he's out of position, hasn't folded one time to us yet, okay? So we can almost always guarantee, yep, see, here he comes. He calls. Now, there was almost 300 in the middle, and we're not even at a flop yet. Flop is 3 deuce 6, 2 spades. We have no spades. When he checks, we typically think we have the best hand because he's so wide. He's literally just calling us with everything. But he also 3-bet pre, okay? So keep that all in mind. We're gonna bet 150. Little bit bigger than half pot, and he snap folds. He says you've been 3-betting me all day, can you at least show me one? So we do show. We say, hey, we usually have it. Now, the whole day today, right? Things have been going pretty good for us. The pro leaves, and this sweet lady sits in the 1 seat, okay? She's really nice. I think it's like one of her first few times playing poker. Yada, yada, yada. Under the gun limps, under the gun 15, and there's a million callers. We defend 9-7 of spades and the big blind. Flop comes king, queen, 5, 2 spades. Yahtzee. She leads into the whole world now, right? She leads 20. We just call. We got a flush draw. We're happy to call. The original raiser calls. Now we're going 3 ways to a turn. Turner's a 3 of spades. We actually hit a flush. It's been 100 years since we hit a flush. Like Mr. Flash betting, same time frame. We bet 50 when it's checked to us. Original raiser folds. Now, it gets a little wonky here because she counts out 75, but then she said raise. So, I'm like, it's 50 to call, or it's 100, deal, it's like it's 100 to raise. She goes, okay, I raised to 100. And then she apologized. I said, no problem. I'm all in. She snap calls. I don't know if I'm dead or not. I go, I got a flush. River's and she has a straight and a flush and everything in the world. I'm like, oh, nice hand. Nice hand. All right. I mean, we were due for a bad hand. We've been running pretty good today. Now, the last hand of the session is literally the craziest hand in the world. Bomb pot, double board. Know the deal. We have 9-7 of diamonds. We flop top pair and a gut shot on top. Flush draw pair on the bottom. Holy hell. This guy bets 30. There's a call. Cutoff jams 154. It's going to fold to us, and we're in the small blind. We go all in, right? Ship it. This guy who opened the action betting 30, he calls the all in for 370. There's over 1,000 in the middle. We all show our hands. I have 9-7 of diamonds. This guy got pocket jacks. Other guy's got ace 10. Now I'm going to let you guys see what unfolds here and this nonsense once this lovely dealer figures out all the math and the side pots, and holy hell, there's a million things going on. The kid with jacks does actually aggravate me because he says something, but I'll wait. We turn a straight and turn trips. Let's go. Can you please hold? River's the deuce of diamonds. We secure the top. Keep it clean, and the 10 on the river. Oh my god. So we chop with ace 10. We do win the big side pot, but and the 1 seat says he folds a 10 as all the action's going on. So there's a 1 outer. Now, this kid with the jacks, this weasel, he goes, why is this kid complaining? He got lucky. I'm like, bro, I have you dead on both boards. Like, mathematically, I'm way ahead. I don't even really know him. He might be a nice person, but he's a weasel for that comment, okay? And he was a weasel. That's all. Just a weasel. But anyway, that is the end of our session. We were in for 500. We're out for 1249. We made 749. We're almost at 3,000 on the challenge now. We're really getting close. Recap of the session. Ran pretty good. Played a couple of hands well. We made 746, which is going to bring our total to $2,960. We're only $2,000 away from our goal to 5,000. We are finally catching a little fire here. We've booked 3 or 4 straight wins in a row. And that's, can't stress it enough to you guys, that's like what a lot of being a poker player is every day, is ebbs and flows. And it's impossible to win every day, right? You could be the best player in the universe. It's not gonna happen. That's why sickos like us love this game, even though the beats are brutal sometimes and they make us go crazy. You truly have to love this game to deal with what it comes with. Ups, downs. You're in like a wash machine, you know, boom, 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 or dryer or whatever. But anyway, we're literally scratching 3,000. Tank tops are in. Go order yours right now. There's 3 brand new designs. I'll see you guys next week.
Underdog Poker.